Good morning, movers and shakers. This is Moving in Minnesota. I am your host, Michael Walgrave. We have Garrett Beans, the producer. Welcome to our show on the 13th episode, third week. It's July 31st, 2024, 9:30 Central Standard Time. Appreciate everybody stopping by, check this out, gain a little knowledge. We have been looking at the Twin Cities metro area through a county lens the last couple of weeks. We looked at Dakota County the first week, Scott County last week, and this week we're looking at Anoka County here in the Twin Cities 7-county metro area. Today we have some good stuff. We got a market report. We got events in Anoka coming up. We have recaps, and then we have stuff going on for the weekend. A couple of open houses I got hosting. Good morning, Amber. And yeah. If you don't know me, my name is Michael Walgrave. I'm a military veteran. I have a master's degree in sustainable management, and I'm a RE/MAX realtor for the Walgrave Real Estate Group, which is part of RE/MAX Advantage Plus here in the Twin Cities of Minnesota. You can get a hold of me if you need a realtor or just want to talk real estate. My number is 612-930-2929, or you can reach me at michael@walgrave.com. Feel free to check out my website at michaelwalgrave.com. And let's get into it. So I like to start typically with a little bit of the stat data out there for all you stat heads. Got this report from NAR. We read through a few of the points yesterday. This is their report. NAR is the National Association of Realtors, not the NRA, the National Rifle Association. It's the NAR. Don't get those confused. Totally different things. This is much more exciting and fun than the NRA, I have to admit. So stat time, this is of June 2024. This is the monthly housing market trend report, and this is on a national scale. So this is all real estate in the whole country of the United States. The number of homes actively for sale was notably higher compared with last year, growing by 36.7%. That's an 8th straight month of growth. The total number of unsold houses, including homes that are under contract, increased by 22.4% compared with last year. That's a good thing for you buyers out there. Home sellers are more active this June, with 6.3 more homes newly listed on the market compared with last year, and an increase from May. So people are starting to sell their places more than they have been in the last couple of years since COVID. That makes it better for the buyer, less competitive perhaps because there's more out there on the market. And then the median price of homes for sale remains stable compared with last year. It's at $445,000. The median price per square foot grew by 3.4%. So part of that has to do with the cost of building supplies going up for new homes. So that'll jack the square footage up, indicating that the level of inventory of smaller, more affordable homes has grown in share. And finally, NAR reports, as of June 2024, homes spent 45 days on the market, which is 2 more days than usual than last year. So that is today's market report on July 31st, 2024, last day of the month. Moving on, Anoka County. What do we got loaded up today, Beans? Usually you got a few videos that kind of take us around the county. Got just a little bit background if you didn't catch the last couple of days. Anoka County, 4th most populous county in Minnesota. They have 363,887 exactly people. Those stats always bother me. It's never, you can maybe get within 10 people at a given moment. The largest city is Blaine, 10th largest in Minnesota, 6th largest in the Twin Cities. This county is flush with lakes as well. They have 22 lakes and 20 cities total. Do you have any of that PGA Tour footage? I don't know. They had the 3
I was going to do some of the Anoka video. Quick.
Yep, bring up whatever. We'll just go from there. So, thank you. Oh, yeah. Roll that beautiful drone footage.
Yes, so this would be a fall flyover of Anoka.
In the land of the sky blue waters. Yeah, you can see Minneapolis there in the backdrop, way off in the distance. Yeah, I drove up there the other day. It's about a From downtown Minneapolis, it'll be about 25 to 35-minute drive, depending on traffic. So about a half-hour commute to downtown. However, there's plenty of major industries going on up around those parts, so I'd recommend living as close to your job as possible. Oh, what's that? That must be the Mississippi River. I'm guessing there's a whole park system along the whole thing with all those trees there.
Yeah, it's definitely green. It's
beautiful.
It's definitely beautiful. I love it. I love Minnesota. It's just I hate the winter.
Just gotta stay indoors.
Yep, you just gotta stay indoors. That's all it is.
Or bundle up. It's kind of fun putting on 15 layers of clothes and walking around like a marshmallow. But
Yes,
we do have some of the best winter technology clothing in the world around here, thanks to the winter. So
heated coats and gloves, shoes, and
if you ever stop by Minneapolis, make sure to pick something up. You probably can't get this kind of stuff out in California. So QCTV, thank you for that.
Yes, grab a my friends went to Minnesota shirt, and the only thing they gave me was hypothermia t-shirt.
Oh, that was nice of them.
Yes. All right, we got another one here. This is one of your videos.
Oh. I like to bring my own stuff here. I'm experimenting here, trying to figure out what makes for good real estate videography. I don't claim to be an expert on this, but I'm trying.
You do good.
Good enough for now. Use a little Google Earth there to create this image. So we'll start here, and this is where downtown Minneapolis is at. To give you a reference point, you can see U.S. Bank Stadium, and then you pop northwest up here to Anoka. Anoka County starts there. So this is just a drive to Anoka. I haven't used what do they call that? The setting.
I'm not sure, sir.
It's not slow motion, but
stop motion.
When you want to record a long trip, you put it on this.
Oh, just the dash cam mode? I don't know.
I'm drawing a blank. Well, anyways, we're driving on up here. Here's the Mississippi River. That's that bridge we saw in that previous video. And then you cross over that, and here you are into Anoka County. So you got parks around the corner. Should have drove down there. Mostly, I just wanted.
We can go walk down there in a bit.
So now we're rolling into downtown Anoka, not too far from that bridge. Yeah, it's a pretty cool downtown. And then from there, we just kept on going, headed on. I just drove. I wasn't even sure where I was going, but Coon Rapids came up next.
Does anybody ever know where they're going?
No, never. You get an idea, but you never truly know. If that's
unless you're moving to Minnesota, then you know.
Then you know. Right. Unless you're coming to my office, and then you know where you're going.
Information above.
Yep. Michael at Walgrave.com. Then over to Blaine. Yeah, they just had a 3M. It's the 3M PGA tournament stop here in Blaine this past week. Probably caught some of that on TV, perhaps. And then I got lost, but I found myself in a Blaine housing development.
Hey.
And this is perfect. So as you can see, we have rows and rows of houses that are all awesome. I like how they put in fairly mature trees. That's pretty solid. But yeah, a lot of the suburbs look like this. And Blaine and Coon Rapids, I should have drove through their shopping areas, like not just downtowns, but they had like everything there.
Yeah.
Minnesotans in the Twin Cities love their shopping. So then from there, wandered up into Ham Lake area, headed north. Got Andover there. Lots of nature areas too. That's the funny thing. It's like you'll get into these housing developments and then you'll drive for like 5 to 10 minutes and it's just all trees and woodlands and small farms. Then from there I headed east and ended up over in Columbus. and then from Columbus, drove on back to Minneapolis. And this is the footage coming back down I-35 from Columbus. That's probably the fastest route. Like, if you're going to live far out, being fairly close to a major interstate such as 35 will get there pretty quick. So I think, and then coming back into downtown on Washington Avenue, and that was the road trip yesterday. Actually went longer than that, but for production's sake, I cut her down some. So I don't know. First time trying that.
I think it went good.
Well, thanks. We'll do her again. So. Got other notes about Anoka. I don't know if you got the video with. It was the first social district that happened in the last 8 months, and basically, when they say social district, it means you can have alcohol in public, which isn't too typical throughout the United States. I've never really heard too much of such a thing, except for like New Orleans down in the French Quarter. There's a few other places in the country that allow that, but not many. But now Minnesota is adopting it. So
here we go.
Minutes ago, the city of Anoka officially kicked off its new social
Thanks, Fox 9
district.
for this.
This means you can go inside a bar, order a drink, and walk outside with that drink legally.
Cheers.
Fox 9's Karen Scullin is live now with more on what's happening there. Karen, explain it.
Yeah, well, after a pretty quiet day, things have picked up over the last half hour ago or so. We've seen a lot of people walking around carefree with their cups of beer or cocktails or wine, all of them in a cup like this. They have to be in these cups that are marked with the Anoka Social District logo. This is the first day of this. It's all legal. It should be a lot of fun. It is all a new concept to the state of Minnesota. A Wednesday workday may not lend itself to a lot of drinking, but there's always someone ready to lift a glass.
Yeah, like the retired folk.
There's always fun things to do in a lot of bars.
These ladies just learned about Anoka's new social district, where now from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., you can get a drink and go for a walk, shop, listen to music at Riverfront Memorial Park, and more. So you already walk the streets, but now you can walk them with a drink.
That's right. Exactly. Yes. Yes.
A lot of
I
people
bet
like to go
those
to the
ladies
park.
didn't care before.
What are they
either,
going to
but-
do? They can't bring their own beer. Now they can bring ours. So, yeah, I think it's great.
Casa Rio is more than ready for what is right now a 1-month pilot program.
Can I grab you a refill?
Only allowed in a defined area in Anoka, but other Minnesota cities will be watching. Participating businesses think one will definitely help the other.
So now you can have a group of people come get a beer from 10K, a wine from Ambi Wine Bar, and a drink from McGillicuddy's, and they could all sit at the same table outside and enjoy the beverages. So now Anoka is something for everyone, truly.
That's
Here we
cool.
go. Bring in your cocktails.
For those who don't sell liquor, there's a sticker welcoming you and your drink inside, a change they hope will also boost their biz.
It's going to bring people to town. It's going to bring people into my shop. It's just exciting.
And it's also just the beginning.
It's Anoka unique, right? It's uniquely Anoka is what it is.
So again, it just officially kicked off. It was about 5:45 actually, with a ribbon cutting. This goes for the next 4 weeks. There'll be all kinds of entertainment, not just drinking, but there will be bands. There's actually one tonight down at the riverfront. We can already hear them. So it should be a good night. Now, if this pilot is successful, again, it's about 4 weeks, it will likely be expanded to many more weeks next year. We are live in Anoka. Karen Scullin, Fox 9.
She wasn't live. That was a lie.
I like these local newscasts though from around the country. Kind of gives you a little bit of the local flavor and accent, and just how the folks might be. Yeah, nice little social district. Definitely would like to check that out. Minneapolis must have adopted that too, since they had the Aquatennial they were allowing wandering around with beverages. So pretty cool. I wonder, so that guy the bartender was talking about how you could bring beverages from multiple places and sit together. I wonder if these areas, I suppose you could order up DoorDash too. So now you're getting multiple foods coming in.
Yeah,
all
for
over
sure.
Too, so.
Where are you guys sitting? Well, we are actually sitting in front of the bar on Main Street. Anoka, we'll just meet you at the curb.
Right. Cool. There might be a business model in there. Maybe I'll go rent a park bench or something and then.
We do have a couple videos we can grab from the Anoka Historical Society.
Yeah. See a little
This
blast
one's
from the
on
past.
the Klein Sanitarium. This is in Anoka County. And in Anoka. In Anoka County.
The city between. It's crazy how they built these things, and a lot of them are doing better than stuff built in the 20th century.
Right?
Ooh, the sanitarium. Is it haunted?
Probs.
Yeah, I can't remember which president basically shut down all the mental health care in the country. Probably better if you don't remember.
Started a clinic here, and he had a couple of houses just on Ferry Street, and things were going so well that he expanded to an empty mansion on Main, and that was going so well, and the neighborhood was complaining that the roads were full of carriages waiting to get into his hospital there. And so they offered him this large piece of property, about 10 acres, to build a new hospital that could accommodate all the business, and then would have enough area for people to park away from the neighborhood. So he built this in 1902. It's on the National Register because it has a pleasing combination of French mansard roof, a Queen Anne tower, a neoclassic tower, and the elements that were put together by the architect were very nicely and homogenic. So he was only hospital, though, in this area before Minneapolis. And so there were a lot of people in those days. The doctor came to you most often. So he would go out, and transportation was a really big thing. He had the first gas-powered car in Anoka County. And so he would go out and deliver babies and take care of people out at their farm, etc., in any kind of weather. So people would come here, though, and you would get an operation, and then you would spend a couple of months recuperating. There were orchards all around the building that they would just sit and convalesce and recover from their surgery for several months afterwards. So it had to be kind of a pleasant place to be too. The hospital, when it was operating, was very popular. He had a early holistic point of view from medicine. He thought sanitation, good nutrition, and these things were very important to your overall health.
What is that? I don't know. The lobotomy machine?
He passed away in the mid-30s. And then his son, he had a dentist, and Harry was his other son. Apparently Harry wasn't interested in taking this building, and then the building sat vacant for several years. So my grandfather was the manager of the Leamington Hotel down in downtown Minneapolis, and he really saw the future was to own his own hotel, and he bought the vacant building in 1939.
Nobody asks for spires on their houses anymore. Cool.
The
Thank you,
preceding
Anoka
program was
County Historical Society. Awesomeness. Nice vid. Cool. Let's see here. Got any event stuff coming up here? We got the pet fair, not too far from that hospital that we just saw. It's right there on the river, Mississippi River. That's today, actually, from 3 to 6 p.m. It's the pet fair at the market, Riverfront Memorial Park. You can find more at anokaminnesota.com about this. There's also a farmer's market going on at the same time in Anoka on the 2nd Avenue, Wednesdays, 3 to 7 p.m. The Springtime Sunshine Festival is going on this weekend, August 2nd through the 4th. And there's the Food Truck Festival coming up. Farmers Market on the Rum. That they really like their alcohol, I guess, up there. So it's like it's a drinking farmers market, I suppose, if they're allowing a social district. So, check it out. If it's not too hot out, it's going to be a blazer today, Garrett. Holy cow, 90
it's
degrees.
like 79% humidity.
Yeah, I'm going to be going to. We have a booth at in Scott County at the Wilds Golf Course. The Walgrave Real Estate Group's going to be chilling out on one of the holes, giving away water and free stuff. And I'm not sure if I should wear shorts. Is that professional for real estate? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
All right.
We do have this video here for the golf tournament.
Yeah, play a little bit of that just to give an idea.
Some of the best golfers in the world tee off in the North Metro.
The 3M Open is underway right now, and Saquon joins us live from the course in Blaine with all of the excitement. Not a bad assignment. Good morning, Say.
Not a bad assignment at all, guys. Good morning to you. Yeah, we just watched Tony Finau tee off really quick. It's been quite the morning. We know that the first group of golfers, they started teeing off at around 6:45 this morning. So safe to say things are underway. Fans are already making their way out here to TPC this morning. I want to introduce you guys to Caleb Van Aragon, a professional golfer from right here in Blaine. Let's talk a little bit before we dive into the 3M experience. Talk to me a little bit about your career, how you started with golf and then where that has taken you.
Yeah, I started golfing when I was 3 years old, so I've been playing for a pretty long time now, but I went to Blaine High School nearby. It's probably 10 minutes away from here. Played golf there, and then I went to Valparaiso University to play golf in Northwest Indiana. And then I graduated from there just a couple of months ago now, and then I turned pro.
Yeah, you turned pro, and you actually got to play in the 3M Open last year. Explain what that was like for people, for everyone, because we've never done this.
Yeah, no, that was unbelievable. That was definitely the coolest week of my life, I would say. It was just such a cool experience to play in a golf tournament against all these guys who I had grown up watching on TV and kind of idolizing almost. So it was so cool getting to be putting on the practice green with them or hitting balls right next to them on the driving range. It was definitely something that I wasn't expecting, but it was a really cool week overall.
I don't mean to put you on the spot here, but any notable players that you were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just met them?
I remember the first day when I walked in, I saw Sahith Theegala. He was just walking. I think he was just driving in a cart out to the practice range.
Wow.
And he was a guy who I had been watching for years on TV, and to see him in person and be like, oh my goodness, I'm playing in the same tournament as him. That was definitely a bit of a shock right off the bat.
Yeah, Caleb, tell me about you wanting to qualify for the 3M Open this year. Obviously, it wasn't the turnout that we wanted.
Yeah, I played in the qualifier just this Monday, actually, and ended up missing by a couple of shots, but just the way it goes sometimes. But still great to be out here. Great to get to watch everybody. So definitely still looking forward to this week.
Yeah, your home course is Bunker, which is just, about 10 minutes away from TPC.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what it's been like, though, just to see all these professional golfers, even if you're not competing this year, just to watch all of these people be in the town of Blaine and kind of just take over the city.
No, it's definitely motivational to see all these great players out here playing a course that I played a lot in my life. When I was younger, I used to play PGA Junior League out here, actually. So I played this course a lot, and it's really cool to see some of the best golfers in the world teeing it up out here.
Yeah, absolutely. Caleb Van Aragon for us. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Your local kid, Caleb, go get him. That's awesome. So have you ever been to a major golf tournament? I've never been to a professional.
Never have I ever.
So you just sit in the stands around the last hole, and you can see the stands there, and I don't know. Be interesting, I suppose.
All right, we got quick. I'm kind of curious to see what this is. It's a 2-minute history on Anoka County, I'm guessing.
Thank you, Anoka Historical Society, for this.
Anoka County has an abundance of artists, but only one can steal the heart of surrealism. John Arfstrom, born in November 11th, 1928, Superior, Wisconsin.
I was born on that date.
Oh, crazy. Happy birthday that day.
At the age of 14, John lied about his age so he can work at a concession stand creating and selling portraits on cruise ships. And
I feel like everybody lied about their age back in the day.
I think that's just a common teenager thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
In the late 1950s, while John was working with Gambles and Skogmo, he
Creepy.
submitted cover art and illustrations for pulp magazines.
Wow.
In 1952, Weird Tales published one of his covers and issued 2 more of his works.
That's cool. What is happening in that picture?
You sure that wasn't AI art generated?
John
In 1924, props too.
Creating portraits and watercolor landscapes for their
Oh, that's cool.
Get the horses out. We're going to church.
While most people prefer John's
Yeah,
more
that's cool. I like
classical
that.
realistic work, his soul's passion was surrealism.
What is happening in that picture?
Oh
Oh man, there were you
nudity.
stream.
Gnome nudity. Ugh.
We're so sorry, YouTube.
Yep.
Well, that went that video. Sorry, guys.
John lived for art.
Oh, that's
Even
cool
on his
one.
lunch breaks, never went without his journals and was always documenting. He never stopped being who he meant to be.
That's what handwriting looks like, everyone. So he took his picture and then painted the...
That's crazy. That's cool.
Thank you, Anoka Historical Society. That would be Anoka County. A lot of stuff going on up there that's pretty interesting, cool, and historic. Check it out. And Heather, we got your room at the sanitarium. It looks like in the chat there you're looking to go there. So we'll put you in the lobotomy machine that you saw, the electric hair curler shock thing. So, but then you get to chill out in nature. So, yeah. All right. So coming up this weekend, you got a couple of open houses. Do you have the links to these open houses that I'll be hosting?
Yep.
They are not in Anoka County, unfortunately. First one is in Scott County that we talked about last week. It's in Prior Lake, Minnesota. I'll be there at Saturday, August 3rd, 1 to 3 p.m. 14069 Greenway Avenue Northeast. It's a 4-bedroom, 5-bath, 3-stall. It's on 0.6 acres. It has 5,278 finished square feet. That's a lot. Give me a shout if you want to stop on by or just stop on by. My phone number is 612-930-2929 if you'd like a showing if the open house doesn't work out for you. Or you can contact me in my email at michael@walgrave.com. And then on Sunday, from 1 to 3 p.m., I will be at 27628 Morgan Avenue in Lindstrom, Minnesota, 55045. That'll be up in Chisago County, so a bit outside the metro. But I'm curious about the place. If you're looking for like an acreage, for example, you might want to check this out. It has 3 beds, 3 baths, 3-stall garage, and it has 15.9 acres. So that's quite a bit for the Twin Cities regional metro. 1,985 finished square feet and a lake view of Croon Lake. We'll talk more about that as we get closer to the weekend, give you a little reminder and pop up some videos if we have them. And then today, again, I'm headed over to the Wilds Golf Course in the Mystic Lake area. It's down in Scott County. 3 of us from the Walgrave Real Estate Group will be hanging out and chatting real estate, giving out waters, giving out cooling towels. You might want one of those today. We'll be there from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., so that's coming up pretty quick. Stop by, say hello, and meet my coworkers, Josh Nath and Riley Bester of the Walgrave Real Estate Group. Let's see, golf tournament starts at 11. Wilds address, if you'd like it, is 3151 Wilds Ridge, Prior Lake, Minnesota, 55372. Thanks for putting that up there in the chat, Beans.
Yep.
And that pretty much winds it down here. Just a reminder, we have U.S. Home Talk coming on here in 2 hours. They're not moving Minnesota here, but they'll be on the interwebs. They have their own YouTube channel, their own Facebook, all that good stuff. You can catch them noon to 1 p.m. on Wednesdays. That's U.S. Home Talk, hosted by Jason Walgrave, Marcus Walgrave, my cousins, and Mike Overson, who we will have on the show tomorrow, actually, Beans. I don't know if
I'm
you
very
caught
excited
that.
for that.
So one of the most knowledgeable lenders in the Twin Cities will bestow his wisdom upon us and talk real estate and what it takes to get financing to go find that house. So, and then lastly, the Minnesota Real Estate Team Show. These are the top 2 shows in the state as far as I'm concerned. We're the third at this point, Beans, I think, because I think
Easily
3 shows. But beyond that point, we got the Minnesota Real Estate Show, YouTube, Facebook, WCCO, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time to 11 a.m. You want to learn more about Minnesota real estate, catch Ryan O'Neill and his crew. You'll probably catch Mike Overson on that show as well this weekend. And yes, check out their link at mnrealestateshow.com. And just a reminder to all you folks out there, if you want to support the show, you want to support the producer, like, subscribe, share to the show, share it out, hit that notification bell. Other than that, you can catch us out here at 9:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. We'll be doing the pilot for another 7 shows here, and then we'll see what happens from there. If you need to talk real estate, you're looking to buy, looking to finance something, give me a shout at michael@walgrave.com, 612-930-2929, or peruse my website at michaelwalgrave.com. So thanks for everybody for tuning in. Stay cool out there. Stay hydrated. Keep those electrolytes in there. Water ain't enough. And just have a beautiful day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace out.